I absolutely love everything that Caitlin Clark stands for and what she has done for the women's game.
NBA star Reggie Miller is one of the most influential voices in the always contentious world of sports commentary. Miller, who is well known for his scathing remarks, intense loyalty, and unwavering self-assurance, never backs down from a fight. However, no one was ready for the ferocious conviction and emotional intensity in his statements when he recently stood up for rising basketball star Caitlin Clark. What was said in Reggie Miller's bold message, and why did he defend her? Come along as we reveal Reggie Miller's justification for Caitlin Clark. Reggie Miller's audacious declaration. When something truly upsets him, Reggie Miller has never been the kind to remain silent. Reggie established his career by getting inside his opponents' minds and disrupting their game. He is regarded as one of the best shooters and most daring trash talkers in NBA history. He didn't call for calm when he witnessed what Caitlin Clark had been going through on the court recently. He didn't ask anyone to hold off. Rather, he made an audacious and startling claim. He said, "Maybe it's time for Caitlin to stand up and slap somebody." At first glance, that may seem severe, but Reggie wasn't kidding. He was furious when he said that. His own rage, not Caitlin's. Since Reggie has a comprehensive view, he witnesses the pushing and shoving that goes beyond typical play, the hard fouls, and the cheap shots. He observes that other players and league officials are silent, how nobody is taking action to keep her safe. Furthermore, he believes that silence speaks louder than any whistle. Reggie's message is straightforward. You don't just let a player like Caitlin Clark take hits when she's not only talented but also attracting millions of new fans, increasing ratings, and raising awareness of the sport. You keep her safe. You stand up for her. You ensure that the league places equal importance on her safety and skill. Reggie has had enough, though, because nobody appears to be doing that. And for that reason, he said what he did. Well-known legends back Caitlin. What about other well-known legends? Did they support her as well? Let's investigate. Caitlin Clark is supported by legends. The entire world listens to renowned NBA players when they talk. These men are the ones who created the game, not because they have to. They have fought for titles, put up with the turmoil, and remained at the core of basketball's greatest moments. You can tell something major is going on when celebrities like Magic Johnson, Charles Barkley, George Gervin, and even Jeff Teague begin discussing Caitlin Clark. This isn't your typical sports conversation. This marks a sea change. They aren't using tactful, safe compliments to maintain their good standing with the league. What they're doing is far more honest and raw. They are criticizing the media, the league, and that statement didn't seem like a simple proposal. It seemed like a Sloan sign to anyone who thinks a newcomer ought to earn respect first. Horry, however, wouldn't have it. He criticized the concept for what it was. A check on someone who is already demonstrating her worth every day. Consider it. In just a few months, Caitlin has created more talk and garnered more headlines than many veterans have in their whole careers. Because she has earned it, the league's TV cameras and ticket scanners have practically attached themselves to her. Robert Hart is more aware of this than most people. He has seen stars come and go. He has witnessed what it truly looks like to wait your turn. Furthermore, he believes that Caitlin doesn't need to meet any requirements in order to have her moment. She has already asserted her claim to it. Another seasoned player who knows pressure like a second skin is Paul Pierce. Pierce did more than simply nod in agreement. He examined Caitlin's circumstances with a deference that comes only from someone who has done the next big thing. He stumbled, looking for a comparison. No one in NBA or WNBA history has jumped into the spotlight and all its demands so quickly. Simply said, there is no precedent for Caitlin's situation. One debut season that included the high-stakes expectations, the incessant narratives, the record ratings, and the endorsements. Pierce is aware of the pain of being overly excited. He has sensed the underlying skepticism in each criticism. However, Caitlin's responsibilities extend beyond that. Media silence on pressing issues, locker room envy, racial storylines, and cameras recording even her most private moments. Pierce did not assert that she is perfect or that she has already mastered everything. It is very amazing that she has managed to survive this tempest with her head held high. Kapoor's remarks and Pierce's admiration convey a very obvious message. Those who haven't proven themselves yet should wait their turn. That and more has already been done by Caitlin Clark. She is still standing and playing, though, in spite of all that pressure. And just when you believed that was it, Barry, Gervin, and KG went one step further. What did the testimonies say about Caitlin then? Let's investigate. The testimony of Rick Barry, George Gervin, and KG. Kevin Garnett doesn't follow the rules when playing. He doesn't care about offending anyone, and he doesn't sugarcoat the facts to make them seem good. His speech is honest, unvarnished, and direct from the heart. Thus, KG didn't hold back when discussing Caitlin Clark. He was truthful and kept it private. Being despised is, in fact, a sign of success for Kevin. Being in a situation where people are after you is a privilege, he remarked. Why? Since it indicates that you're doing something correctly. Perhaps you're not having a significant enough influence if you're not stirring things up and nobody is upset or uncomfortable. He sent that message to Caitlin, which totally turned the conventional narrative on its head. Others wonder, why are they treating her like this? After noticing the crows, the filthy appearance, and the criticism. After examining it, KG remarks, good. He interprets it as evidence that she is appending the establishment. Caitlin Clark is more than simply a basketball player. The game is being altered by her. She is changing how money is transferred, how women's sports are covered by the media, and how the WNBA is viewed by the general public. And there is always opposition to that kind of disturbance. Since KG has been there previously, he is aware of that. He understands what it's like to be singled out for criticism simply because you're unique and exceptional. He doesn't feel sorry for Caitlin. He is imparting knowledge to her, the kind that can only be given by a legend who has experienced fire. His message: you're not doing enough if people don't come for you. Then Rick Barry, another legend, arrived and increased the ante even further. In addition to discussing detractors, he also discussed the repercussions. Nor did Rick sugarcoat anything. He did not skirt the problem. He was intensely focused and went straight for the truth. Rick went further than several former players who were only beginning to acknowledge that Caitlin was taking too many cheap shots. He called for action. He stated unequivocally, what the league is permitting to occur is shameful. Any player that flagrantly fouls Caitlin Clark based solely on her identity and what she stands for.